So he sent me this titanium pipe. So I'm kind of pumped to see what he thinks when it's actually here. So I'm pulling up to his house right now. So we're gonna get out, surprise him with it, and we'll see you in a minute.
RPM guys. Oh dang, they send the titanium one?
Yeah.
Sick. So RPM is the only ones that make you a titanium option for people trying to save weight.
Yeah, so that's obviously probably the most exciting one, but then it's a blow-off valve. So this is the hot side replacement.
Yep, hot side.
And then the blow-off valve's in that box.
So you're coming off of going to the intercooler. Blow-off valve is there. Turbo inlet's here. So that's
and it didn't come, but they also have a recirculating kit. But the blow-off valve has got everything.
You can add it on to it.
Yeah, you can add it on.
So this is a traditional atmosphere blow-off valve. But what RPM does is they actually have a kit where you can adapt these to dump back in to the manifold, the intake. So that's another thing that RPM does. You can still get this, and if you can't live with it, or you're riding mud, that's the thing. Right. This thing is not going to let in of water, but if you're riding mud and other crap is getting in it, going deep, and you can run the recirc kit on this. So obviously the atmosphere.
Well, the cool thing too
reference
is
lines.
This is actually up above the engine, so it's pretty high up and protected right behind the firewall.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes with different springs. The instructions actually say the only thing that the springs do is change how it sounds.
Yeah. Again, it's running a stiffer spring or anything like that, you're really not going to have to mess with anything. They're set up pretty well from the factory. So you got your reference line, your port to the manifold already in there. This is just a factory plug.
It's got a sock to go over the filter.
Sick.
If you're just going to vent the atmosphere, so you put that filter on here, put the sock over the top of it. It's got a rebuild kit for it because it's got replacement O-rings and everything that go with it. Pretty slick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. We got our goodies here from RPM. You saw the little intro with Steven there. Surprised him with the pipe, the 3-inch titanium pipe, and then the blow-off valve and the tube needed for blowing. So, Steven had to take care of some business, so he can't be here till later tonight. If he even comes, I'm not sure. It's still gonna be a couple hours, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started working on all this. We are gonna put the titanium pipe on Steven's machine. He's doing tuning and all sorts of stuff, so I said, you know what, might as well give it to him. He's gonna be the one pushing power, so we might as well give him the better pipe. I'm gonna take his 2.5-inch silver pipe and put it on mine, so we'll both have it. But to do that, we're going to take them both off. We're going to take my cat delete pipe off. We're going to weigh them. We're going to show all of that to you. But that's going to be in a separate video. This video is going to be about the blow-off valve. So what we have here so far, so this replaces the hot side intercooler tube. Obviously, that's where your blow-off valve goes. Pretty simple. But here is the blow-off valve. Bada bing, bada boom. Pretty simple. This is their version 2 blow-off valve. Very nice. You can turn this top, the reference. You can turn that any direction you need. This is the part that goes in the tube right here, and then this is the outlet. So they do have a recirculation kit, which I'm interested in, but not super worried about. We do go through some water and mud and all that, but at the same time, a blow-off valve, all it does is exhaust air. So it shouldn't be a huge problem, but you still don't want to get like dirt and mud and stuff inside the blow-off valve, like splash up in there. But with it being up near the firewall, up over the engine, I just don't see that happening. We don't go through anything that deep. And it comes with a little filter, so I'll put that on there, and then the socket comes with as well. So I am pretty pumped about this, honestly. I think this is going to be sick. Comes with a reference line that just bolts right in the intake, which I'll show you. You can also plug and not put the blow-off valve, but you can have the nice charge tube. Comes with different springs, rebuild kit, complete rebuild kit, so you can change all the O-rings out, and then clamps, and the sticker, which is definitely going to go somewhere, because I'm a big fan of RPM. So I'll show you real quick. Let me get this camera kind of set up. The innards. I'm going to show you the innards real quick of the of the blow-off valve. Well, just dropped it, but it's tough. And that's how you know it's tough, because it's still together. Okay, it's a little dirty, no big deal, but here we go. So you unscrew the top, so like it comes with a couple different springs. You unscrew the top to replace the spring. In their directions on RPM's website, it shows that basically the spring, all it does is change the sound that the blow-off valve gives. So there's a spring. Okay, this one's oh, you can't see it. This one is way lighter. I'm gonna put it here. This one's heavier. This one's medium for sure. So the one that came in it is medium. That's the lightest. That's the stiffest. So I'm gonna change them all out so we can see. So we will start with the one that came with it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in there and get the machine torn down. It is a little bit more of a project because I have the bump seat in the middle. Those are not easy to just pop in and out. I mean, it should be, but I altered my bump seat bracket so that I could put my driver's seat on the lower setting, because I didn't want to. I'm too tall. I can't have it on the higher setting, and I have to have the seat all the way back. So I had to alter that bracket to where it would sit down where I needed it to be. So the seat, it's a little more difficult, and because we're gonna switch in the next video, we're gonna switch in the Silver Turbos cutout exhaust, the 2.5 inch. I need to do that wiring anyway, so I need to take the passenger seat out. Like, there's just some stuff I need to take off the machine. Man, this is difficult to get back together. It's got really fine threads and everything, but still. There we go. Okay, I got it. Sorry, I was trying to do this and talk and not concentrate on what I was doing. Okay, so we're tight. So I think you guys know the teardown process, so I'm not going to get too in-depth on that. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure, while you're here, hit that subscribe button down below. These RPM Powersports parts are going to be on discoverpowersports.com. You can buy them there or at rpmsidebyside.com. If you want to buy them from us, which is great, we definitely love for you to do that. And they're not on the website, you can email us at info@discoverpowersports.com and we can still order them. It's pretty time consuming to put products on the website. So between videoing and work, it's a little bit of a project to put all of RPM stuff on our website. So we're going to do that as soon as we can, but email us if you need. Alright boys, we got access now. So what's going to be replaced is this pipe right here. So I'm going to loosen this here, and then it looks like I'm going to have to go underneath back there anyway to get access to the intercooler. But I'm going to take the muffler and everything off to get to that. This isn't too bad to take out. Of course, seats are easy. Harnesses are easy. It's this thing that's a pain. It's easy to actually take out, but getting it back in is hard because you got to get this bolt back up under here, bolted in. It's not hard, it's just, it's a lot harder than popping this cover off, which is pretty nice. dirty fingerprints on it. It's very nice. Like, it looks like it's gonna slip on. You know, this will go up to the intercooler, to the turbo, and then this will be branched off. So it should be pretty easy access to it. Let me grab these clamps, head up front here. Let's take a look. So, yeah, so it'll go like this in there, and the blow-off valve will be right here. So like right in there over the top of the turbo, and I'm gonna aim the blow-off valve backward. I don't want it that loud. I know these things are loud. That's kind of one of the things RPM's brags about, is how loud their blow-off valve is, which is cool. I mean, I like the sound too, but I'm with Steven, like if you're on a trail or something, it can get a little annoying. So I'm gonna aim it back, and then like I said, I'm gonna try the different springs, see how it sounds, make sure, I mean, it should all perform the same way. But we'll just see what it looks like. All right, boys and girls, we got progress. Let me turn the light on here. Okay. So you can see what's shiny and what's not, new parts, what's not. Well, except for that's dirty now. I kind of feel bad. So, V-Flow, Evo V-Flow, RPM hot side intercooler pipe, and here's our blow-off valve. So I've got the blow-off part aimed backwards. It's not the best spot, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely seems like it touches the intercooler fan and maybe even the top of the engine there. So it's not my favorite spot. If I was to get the entire silicone charge tube kit, the blow-off valve would actually go on the cold side, and you wouldn't have this issue. But this is what I got. So I'm gonna roll with it. But I've got it facing backwards. I put the filter on. See, I put the filter on with the little I don't know, hairnet thing, the pre-filter. So that should keep it nice and clean. I've got the feed line from the intake plenum. I've got it in, and I actually plumbed it up over the top because there's so much. I didn't really just want it laying on top of the engine, so I actually put it up over this charge tube. So eventually I'll get this charge tube so that we can. I'm not going to put all this back together yet. We're going to change out the pipes and all that stuff. But we'll snap to tomorrow so I can try out the different springs and all that. And I'll make sure that you guys get to hear it. But, I mean, the hardest part was putting this on. So, really pretty easy install. But even when I got that on, wrenched the clamp down, it was all good. At least for my machine. I know RPM on their website says like a 20 or 15 minute install. My machine is not, just because the bump seat, and it would be difficult, I'm not gonna lie, to do it without the muffler and stuff out of the way. So, but all that needed to come off anyway because of what we're doing. So anyway, we'll snap to tomorrow so we can get some sound clips of the medium, heavy, and light spring. All right, so I've got the medium spring in the blow-off valve. It's here back there, got it all open. I've got this all torn out still. We're gonna go do just a little bit of goofing around so we can hear this blow-off valve. And not that loud, actually, and it kind of lets it out in a almost a slow manner, I guess. I guess we'll see what it's like whenever we're really ripping. burning myself trying to swap the springs out. So got the spring laying in wait right there. I did get the blow off valve at least loose, but it's so hot just from that little rip. I had to cool it down some. So I'm gonna put the light spring in and get some sounds. I'll probably end up putting the hard spring in just to try it, but the medium spring, it seemed like it was delayed on blowing off. So let's see, I've double checked everything. Everything is hooked up good. Nothing's pinched or clogged. I mean, it's definitely getting boost to the blow off valve, because it is blowing off, but just delayed. So maybe that's how it's supposed to be. But alright, I lied. I swapped it to the heavy spring. And then we'll go to the light spring. Not that difficult, or not that, well, it's not difficult, but it is a little bit of a pain to change that thing in the machine. I made it work. So, heavy spring. Oh yeah, it's not even blowing off. Just compressor surge. Go 4-wheel. Alright, let's go get some boost. We'll put the light spring in, see how it acts. But something seems up. I am stock boost levels, all that stuff. All right, here's that classic blow off sound. This is the light spring, got her swapped out. Oh, it is loud, dude. There we go. That is how I imagined it would be. Okay, so that's how it's going to stay. I'm going to leave this light spring in it. At least for now, I like that the best. Yeah, that sounds better now. I'm gonna leave the light in for now. Maybe if I get too annoyed with it, I'll change it out with the medium. But the medium didn't seem as responsive to me as this one is. This one seems like it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. Not that it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do before. It just wasn't as responsive as it is now. This is definitely more responsive. The heavy spring, I mean, I definitely got it to full boost, let off, and it almost seemed like stock. So maybe if I was running more boost, you know, with an aftermarket tune like that, that would probably be beneficial for that. But for a stock machine, stock boost level, light spring's probably good. And then as you move up in boost levels, tunes, then you can crank up the spring so it'll act better. But I think that's going to wrap it up. That is the RPM blow-off valve. She's sitting in there nice, doing what she's supposed to do, making noises. I'm gonna get this thing reassembled so we can go for a little rip today after I get some gas, because I am out. But thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, go do it. There's a button somewhere around here, depending on what you're watching it on, but do it. Shout out to RPM for sending us this stuff. This and the titanium pipe that you're gonna see in the next video. But this blow-off valve is awesome. It seems to work good. I know a couple other people that have it and are satisfied with it. So, anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you on the next video.